Hello, welcome back to our podcast, and welcome back to me, because I was gone again.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
Not my fault.
Not your fault.
Michael's he just hates us.
Nope.
That's why he's always gone.
Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze my way out of this. But no, Alex let me know last minute, like, hey, we need to do it this day instead of this day. I was going to come the regular day.
That was my fault.
It was
my fault. But I
agree.
it was circumstances I couldn't really control, though.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I'm sorry I couldn't shift things around. I wanted to
It's
come.
okay. You were out of town,
ready.
though.
Yeah.
Andrew cried. I saw him. Like, when I walked in here, I just saw a single tear. He's like, no, gotta be brave.
Big sad guy.
We have a special gift that we need to get out of the way for us.
Yes.
Not for you listeners. It's for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless we can figure out how to deliver it through ears.
Yeah. Zach has brought us a special beverage that he
called-
made with his bare hands.
Yeah, it's called Glugg.
Glugg.
It's a traditional Swedish drink.
Mm-hmm.
So just a hodgepodge of every kind of alcohol you can think of, with some cinnamon, some orange, some almonds, some raisins.
There's nuts in this?
No, not in here.
Not like actual nuts.
I knew I was bringing
Not
this
in it.
here, so I made sure there were no nuts in this.
All right,
So
cool.
I knew Andrew was gonna have
No,
throw a fit.
Surprise crunch.
Yeah, just drinking cold.
So
I'm
it's
actually
good
very happy that it has so much alcohol in it.
Yeah, it's very strong.
yeah, almost like you're an alcoholic.
It's almost.
Yeah.
It's time. Should we all give it a taste?
Yeah.
We should.
This is my first time having this.
You drink it warm too, so we heated it up
Yeah,
right
we did
now.
heat it up.
We put it in the mic.
Yeah,
That's what Alex calls it.
which is the microwave. If you can't tell, because obviously no one calls it the mic.
No
but
one
okay.
calls it the mic.
No.
No.
I've always called it the mic.
Let's just taste it first.
Let's taste it.
Ready?
Salute.
Cheers. Salute.
Oh, strong.
This has
It
kick.
It does.
This has a lot of kick.
It's really good for when it's cold outside.
Tastes like homemade juice, but
Juice.
right when you taste it, it's like, nope, this
Yep.
isn't juice.
The
This
after
tastes like pure alcohol, my man.
It kind of is, because you burn away a
Yeah.
lot of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
you literally light it on fire when you're cooking it.
Yeah.
And so I mean that just makes it stronger.
So as someone who doesn't like cinnamon, at first I like the aftertaste more than
The
Yeah.
initial
Yeah.
taste.
when the
I do
initial
too.
taste.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of like. You know what?
Oh, you gotta go a second. Upon your second taste, how do you feel?
No, I like initial taste more.
Hmm.
I think so.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
Like aftertaste.
I
Me
mean,
and
I
Andrew.
think I like the aftertaste more when I first had it, when I was like 16, when we first started doing these.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I didn't even really like it at all at first. It took me about 3 years. And so I was like, okay, I actually like am really starting to like this now. Like, I'm looking forward to this every year.
Delicious. And how
Yeah.
much you guys make every year?
We made about 10 gallons this year because we're having a smaller party.
Mm-hmm.
As last year, I don't know, there's maybe 200 people.
Mm-hmm.
So we made a lot. I think we made about 10 batches. So that was,
Dang.
I don't know, like 20 gallons or something like that. It was a lot.
You know, it's tamale season right now, and people make money off that. You can make money off this.
I don't think you're allowed to sell this because that's moonshining, I
Oh.
think.
Uh-oh.
Maybe. I don't, there's no distilling involved in this. So it might not be illegal, but it's probably not the best
It's
idea.
frowned upon.
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody would buy this where we live right now. I mean, actually, you know what? They might, but
It doesn't get
I
that
don't think
cold
so.
here. So
yeah, it's not too cold.
yeah.
Everyone's busy drinking Bud Light around here.
Or
But
Coronas.
like,
Smirnoff Ice.
Coors.
Smirnoff Ice.
Andrew, you're the only one who
Coors
drinks
Banquet.
Smirnoff Ice.
I'll keep them going.
Favorite beer of all time?
Smirnoff Ice.
Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a beer. It's a malt liqueur.
Tastes like Sprite to me, honestly.
And it's pretty good, though.
That's the point.
It's not bad.
Isn't Sprite good?
It's good. Sprite's very
McDonald's Sprite's on another level.
So
Dude.
I hear.
good. It is.
I always get McDonald's Coke.
McDonald's Sprite it's like an elixir. It's the best. Like
a
it'll
potion?
bring life to
a
you.
potion that heals
Like I
you?
thought I love
That's
the
how
McDonald's
I feel like
Coke.
with McDonald's Coke.
So you're saying this should replace hospitals?
Yeah.
As a McDonald's?
I think no, not hospitals.
Or clinics, then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The McDonald's Sprite is just on another level.
Okay.
It's so tingly. Once it hits your tongue and then all the way down, it's just, man, I get that feeling every time. I'm sure you do with the Coke too.
Yep, I do.
You get a warm, comfortable feeling.
Yeah, well, a nice, cool, comfortable feeling.
Like he's
Ice
filled
cold.
With, or he's filled with just the spirit.
Yeah,
Nice
I
and
am.
refreshing.
Yeah. So can I get a quick rating? I want to actually first, Alex, give me a a movie review rating. So just all caps,
die.
yelling basically about what you think.
Glogg review. 8.2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Hashtag Glogg.
Okay. Glad you actually knew the format.
You always have to have that format.
All right, Michael, as a non-cinnamon person.
I give it a solid 8 because even though it has cinnamon, I'm still drinking it.
You know what? I'm getting it's
Yeah.
becoming more smoother
It's good.
already. Like, it's crazy. Andrew?
8.4.
Ooh, wow. Highest rating yet.
That's a high rating.
I'm glad you guys like it.
It's good. Thank you, Zach. Thank
Zach.
you.
This is a good. I'm glad we're starting to experience more cultures in this way.
Okay.
More
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I'm probably not going to bring it back because I know you have a bit of a drinking problem, Alex.
No. He has a
Nope.
I
drinking
don't have
hobby.
A problem. A drinking hobby, yes.
But it is a problem.
I don't think so. I've had nothing to drink besides this today.
I wonder if drug addicts can get away with that. Like, I
drug
just
habit.
like to
Drug
collect.
I haven't
coke.
shot up since yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't have a problem.
Today I just had a blunt. That's it. What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Been smoking doobies, Alex?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Alex was the biggest pothead in high school.
No, I wasn't.
Got that long old shaggy hair.
I wasn't that.
All right. So last night, Andrew and Alex saw Jumanji.
Oh, fuck yeah, I did.
What was that reaction? You didn't like it? What happened?
Can I review it?
You
Like a
can.
full-on review? Okay, so...
Well, hold on.
Is it all
Hold
caps?
on.
What does
that
Explain.
mean?
No. It's not going to be in caps.
Explain full on. Like, is this going to be half the episode?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. So
You have 2 minutes. Go.
in 2017,
Oh my god.
Jumanji 1
Back
came
when the
out.
Bible
And
was
I
written.
don't know about you guys. I can't remember. Were you guys excited to see that movie? Were you interested in that movie?
Yeah,
I had
was.
very low expectations.
I was
but
interested.
pleased.
I wanted Andrew to be the sacrificial lamb and go in there first.
I was very interested
That's what I usually am for most
because
movies.
it had Kevin Hart, Dwayne Claus, gonna see this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it and I was actually very surprised. I thought it was very clever, heartwarming, funny, adventure. It was a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the second one, and the second one seems like what I thought the first one would have been like.
Uh-huh.
Kind of loses its heart a little bit wacky in some parts just because the comedy, they've done so much of that stuff before. And then this one is like, okay, we just got to ramp up the comedy. Let's make it super wacky. And to me, it just doesn't land.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've seen the trailers or anything, but Danny DeVito's in it. But he's not in it very much because Jumanji. They don't really focus on the characters outside of Jumanji.
Okay.
So, and he's played
1
by
minute.
Dwayne Johnson. And at first, he's acting like Danny DeVito, with the accent and everything. But after a while, he starts to slip out of that character a bit because I don't think they intended him to have a lot of screen time with that. You know what I mean? They kind of kept cutting back to Jack Black and Karen Gillan because I don't think they really thought Dwayne Claus was not that good. Because in my opinion, he wasn't.
Okay.
And honestly, the first half of the movie is very slow, to be honest with you. And that was kind of a big disappointment for me because the first Jumanji, I was hooked instantly. And they never slowed down or anything. This one kind of stumbles a bit, but at the end, it kind of saves itself. So that's why I gave it a 6.8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you had 10 seconds to spare. Good job, Alex.
Good job, Alex. Man, that's
Andrew?
what happens when you're a comm major.
How quick can you do it? There should be a competition.
I think in 2 minutes, but it might
Well,
take
we're
a little
opposite.
bit
We're also
longer.
opposite. So
okay.
Yeah.
Go
I had decent expectations for the first one. I saw it. It blew me away. I thought it overperformed. It was very good. This one, I don't know.
Better?
I don't know if it is better. It might be better. But to say I thought the movie was very good. Dwayne Claus and Kevin Hart playing older gentlemen was hilarious in the movie. They still had the heart for things I don't want to spoil.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kicks up from getting new characters in the movie because they do that in this movie as well. And I thought the whole plot was good in the very beginning before they get in the game. I think they did a good job of developing that before they do that. And then I enjoy what they bring in to the game, like their little personal qualms, and then they kind of resolve them in the game. I like that. I like the new characters that they bring in, and I feel like they did a really good job of, beating the game. I really liked it. It was very funny. I liked how Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart have to play older guys. I think that's a really good twist for this second coming of the franchise.
All right.
It was very funny.
Cool.
And they do a good job of it.
Damn.
So what's a number rating?
I won't set this in stone, but
Okay.
it's definitely around 8.5.
So a soft 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I haven't seen it, but I would have loved to see Danny DeVito all up in there. I love him, like what he does. I find him so funny. But
Now, my ratings for your guys' ratings, probably a solid 7.2. Hashtag review.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
did you see Jumanji, Zach?
No.
Are you going to?
I'm just reviewing the
Oh,
review.
okay.
I do want to see it.
I think
I'm glad I heard both ends of the spectrum. Like, Andrew really enjoyed it, and Alex seemingly did not care
Yeah.
for it too much.
Mm-hmm.
nah, I could have dealt without it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I thought the first one ended. I thought it was over, but
No, heck no. Once Dwayne Johnson gets a hold of something
it's
that's
a
going
franchise.
great, he's like, you
Yeah.
got to keep going with it.
yeah,
And
and
that's all Hobbs and Shaw
Fast
happened.
and Furious wasn't supposed to go on 20 movies.
Yep. And then Dwayne Johnson's in there like, look, I revived you guys. Now give me my own movie with Jason Statham.
and that
And
didn't
make me a
do-
superhero.
I don't think that did all too well either.
I don't think it did.
I didn't even
It
see
came
it.
out and then I didn't even realize it
Do
was
any
in
of them
theaters.
do well?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Mhm.
Okay.
We saw it. Me and Andrew.
That
like,
doesn't mean
part
it
of
does
it.
well. He saw Angry Birds.
No, but we saw like the beginning of it. I think we were watching it on. Someone was streaming it on Twitch.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. If you
Oh,
just go,
yeah, I
on,
heard
it was
about
like I
that.
think it was like just chatting or something, and we were watching it, and then it was so bad.
It was.
It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just like, oh my god, this is an actual movie that was released. Like I could see why people probably didn't like it. I don't know, but that's just what I saw.
There was a new Apple computer that came out, correct?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you. I don't know much about it. I just know something came out.
I don't even. The only thing I saw was that the checkout sheet of like just how much it costs. Like if you do one of the more basic models, and it's still ridiculously overpriced because Apple does everything as proprietary. Like, oh, you can only use our like monitor mounts if you want to hang them somewhere, or you have to use our monitors because they're the only ones rated for this level of color and resolution and whatever. It's stupid because everybody else has it too.
Is this a desktop?
Yeah.
So it's what's it called? The iMac something or
The thing is, I don't know. It's just the new Mac. You want me to look it up?
yeah?
Let's see here.
Because I'm pretty sure the ones out now are called the iMacs. I think.
Interesting.
Yeah. But they also sell like the actual like tower for Apple, which is called like the Mac Pro.
Yeah, it's called the Apple Mac Pro
Oh,
2019, starting at $5,999.
nah, not buying that. Can't afford that.
Are you sure?
Can you play Skyrim on it?
Probably.
Why would you
No.
want to play that?
I don't know.
You
Can you
can't.
play? You can't play games on it.
No.
What's it for?
Well, actually, oh, never mind. So the two lowest models you can. The highest models you can't.
Really?
Doesn't let you play games?
Nope.
What?
Because the graphics
Apple's-
cards in the higher models, they're specifically for like video editing and stuff like that. So their technology is a lot different. So it doesn't really run games all that well. Like you probably can, but it'd be really crappy experience.
Yeah.
So these are computers just for content
It's
creators.
100% for the professional atmosphere, which I mean, that's always what they market their Macs for, is because I mean they understand like homes, like people just can't afford a $5,000 computer for their kitchen or their living room, whatever people buy them for. I don't even know anymore.
Because you can't like, can you do the same stuff a Mac can do on a PC, like video editing wise and stuff like
Yeah.
that? So yeah.
And it's usually way cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guarantee you can get a PC with the same performance for thousands of dollars less.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's also if you,
that's why I've never gotten a Mac
Mhm.
computer, and I never will probably.
if you love Apple, that's the computer for you.
Mhm.
If you just love Apple and everything
Like
about it.
if you love their ecosystem, like it's
Yeah.
great. Like you can text like through your phone
Yep.
off of your Mac,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I see people doing it in class all the time, and I'm not really that jealous. I'm like, okay, I'm actually paying attention, but you do you, man.
Yeah.
I see that. I used to see that all the time. Like, it would be so simple, just whatever. It's like, yeah, cool.
It's like,
You can text on your computer.
I know you're not paying attention anyways, but like,
I mean, I have a Mac, and if I still receive a text, I still use my phone, even if it appears on my
not
laptop.
your watch.
Nah.
You don't use Siri.
Sometimes on my watch, just for like quick responses, but that's about it. I don't actually like type. I don't think you can. So
Okay. I know
Siri.
Andrew looks at the messages on his watch and then he just puts it away, doesn't respond. He just like, so like,
Is that why you respond to me so short? Like
oh yeah,
okay,
1 or 2 word things?
if I have it,
thank you.
because when I see it, and if it's something I need to respond to, I'll just put okay, yeah, yes, whatever.
Sometimes I just want to ask you like, hey, how you doing? And you're probably
Okay.
just gonna be like,
Okay.
I got okay,
yeah. Okay.
and I also have good and fine.
You put a period after every single sentence that you send.
Is
Even
that
if,
something
well-
you specifically do when you're typing on your phone, or
I just started. I always did it like when I first got text messaging.
okay?
Like when I had my first phone, my cell phone, I would always put the period, because I also used T9. It was easier that way. So I never really used shortcuts with spelling. Then when I got like a actual phone with a keyboard, I just didn't use any shortcuts, and the period button was always there, so I just pushed it.
Yeah, because every time I text you, and even if it's a response where you would just say okay, you still put a period. I find it interesting.
Yeah, well, that's usually on my phone.
Mhm.
It's just right there. I just tap it and it sends.
Do any of you use the swipe thing on
No,
the keyboard?
I tried it when it first came out. I didn't like it that much.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I don't think. Do people still use it?
I feel slower. I feel like half the people don't even know it's there.
Me too.
I mean, I remember you asked me this like 3 or 4 days ago.
Uh-huh.
I had completely forgotten they added it because I tried, like Andrew, I tried it the very first day, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, but like, yeah, this kind of feels pointless.
I feel slower
Yeah.
doing it.
What about the word suggestions? Like it puts like
do that
3
all the
words like you use all the time.
Yeah.
I don't use it as much as I think I should.
I never use it.
No.
Sometimes-
Honestly, I kind of hate it because it tries auto-correcting me a lot.
Yeah.
And I usually, when I'm texting people, I use a lot of words like that aren't
It's
really
smarter
words like
than
in the
phone.
dictionary.
Yeah.
I mean, like it'll be stuff like in a game or just some technical term where like the spelling or just the context is off, so it thinks I'm trying to say something else. I'm like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
I don't do that either. I think it's annoying. So I just is there a way to take that off or not?
I don't know. I'm
Just
too
slide
lazy to
down.
look.
Will you slide down?
Yeah, slide it down.
Okay. Well, I don't text much. Like I don't put a lot of my
You
messages.
do not.
You don't.
I mean, because
We
it's
know.
like, well, texting is like sending a handwritten note to me. It's just like
No, it's texting.
So you'd rather call somebody? I've never gotten a call.
I would
from
rather
you.
just talk to somebody in person.
Well, how are you
That's
going
a call.
to do that if
They
they're not here?
invented phones for that reason.
I
So
know.
you can
You
talk
can
be
talk to
there in
somebody.
person.
Well, people don't want to talk on the phone.
I want. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Some
Call
people,
Michael tomorrow.
some people don't want to talk on the phone, but I don't need to talk to Michael.
Call Michael at 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Do you think he'll answer?
I'll answer.
Yeah.
I'll be
You
there.
guys have a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Let's do a chain group.
But also,
That would be fun.
but also, whenever like I'm
what
texting,
do you want? God damn
whenever,
it.
whenever I'm texting somebody, it's usually just to like, hey, are we meeting to this place or what are we doing tonight? Stuff like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't texted anybody a question
Well,
in quite a while.
There are these things called friends.
I know,
You
I
just
know.
like to
I
talk.
have friends. It's just I never have I don't have the urge to do that. I don't know.
See, the thing, I don't text a lot of people. Like Michael, I almost never text because like we talk on Xbox all
Yeah.
the time.
I'm always
With
texting
you-
Zach.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm always sending texts to him.
I know. And usually I'm annoyed because I'm like, Michael, we were just talking. We're going to be like in a party in like 5 minutes. Or we're in a party currently. And you send me a text
Yeah.
message. But like,
Yeah.
Alex, you're never on. We don't
Yeah.
ever talk to you.
Whoa.
So like, we wouldn't mind.
I'll ask
Here.
Andrew like, oh, what's Alex doing? Oh, he's laying on the bed. He's on his laptop. Like, man, I wish he was on Xbox right now. I want to talk to that
You
guy.
could be in the party from your laptop.
No, I can't actually.
You can't. Oh, because you have a Mac. I
I have a
forgot.
Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, tragic.
Evil.
Nerd. I could be on my phone though.
You could
my
be
phone.
on your Xbox too.
I could be, but I have someone else who uses the Xbox more than I do. So
Well,
That's true.
even when said person isn't on, you don't play.
well, there's nothing to play.
There's a lot to play. You have a lot on your agenda that you need to get
I
done.
don't have an agenda anymore. I think I
Beat
threw it
Halo
out.
Reach again.
You threw your principles out
Halo
the
Wars
window.
1, Halo Wars 2.
I think I just threw it out. I don't know. I want to play, but it's like I don't want to like.
I gave you
I don't wanna
a
play.
thick book that I'm looking at right now for Assassin's Creed
Collecting
Odyssey
dust.
that you were asking me for.
That's true, but that was in the midst of
I
when I,
thought
was
that was
playing
a
the game.
textbook.
Huh?
I thought that was a textbook
it's
when
a-
I walked
It's
in.
one of those
That's
guides.
a history textbook.
It's
Yeah,
a, it's
that's
a, it's
true.
a
It
video
is a
game
history.
guide.
Yeah. The Peloponnesian War.
So if I sign up for a history class on
That's the
like
one- that's-
Greek mythology, can
that's the
I
book you
take
get.
this?
yeah,
like,
you
this
can
is a
Yes.
textbook?
you can take
If
my
you take
Assassin's
it,
Creed book.
Take that book and show it to your professor and say, "Look, teach.
I got this.
Yeah. I
Just give me the final now.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I've got a
this.
first-person
Yeah.
experience on that whole thing right here.
add
What
this,
do you got?
Add this to your
I
syllabus.
lived it.
A
Did
stupid
you? I
poem?
should be the teacher.
What do you got? Some dumb poem from Herodotus or some shit like that?
Like, okay, you teach the first.
Homer
lesson.
Simpson? Who's that?
All right, there's going to be a guard coming around this corner. What you're
Homer.
going to want to do is go through these bushes over here on the left.
Yep. Damn.
I got it all mapped out here too. Everything in this book is true.
If you hit B really fast, you can glitch the game and beat the boss.
Who needs history classes? We have Assassin's Creed.
That's true. Wow.
I can't wait
throw it out
until
the
that
window.
replaces history. Like, oh, what period do you have Assassin's Creed?
Like, what do we got? We have Jerusalem. We have the Renaissance Italy. We have the Revolutionary War.
Yep.
We have
that's
ancient
it.
Greece,
Egypt.
ancient Egypt. We got
London.
it all. London,
Industrial era.
industrial area, London. We have Cuba during the pirates,
I mean,
Pirates
really,
of the Caribbean.
that's all the important stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Forget everything else.
Can you imagine how much harder history classes are gonna get like as time goes on? Because there's like so much more to cover in class.
So much more. Like what? Like how far in the
Like
future?
time's
are we?
gonna keep, huh?
How far in the future?
Like
Like
1,000 years from now.
okay.
How
well,
how many more events are gonna happen? And they still gotta cover everything that happened before today.
True. I mean, but when do you think the cutoff is gonna be? Like how far we go back?
I don't know.
Like I'm pretty because like I'm sure in the history classes, like okay, let's say American history. We started American history like
2 years ago.
no, but I'm just saying when they start and then how they go.
2 years ago.
Usually like I think I took a class that started like in 16 something. I think
So I know what class you took. You took the second one.
I
So
took
that's
both of
the-
them.
You took both?
Yeah, I took both.
Really?
One
nerd.
Both
I think-
American history? Why?
Yeah. Well,
He's
I'm
a big
intrigued.
fan of America.
Okay.
So I think
Number
it started
one
from
fan.
16 something and it ends like right before the Civil War or after it. I can't remember.
It should
And
be
then-
in Reconstruction, so right after.
Yeah. And then that one goes from after the Civil War to current day. So I'm guessing the 1600s is the cutoff.
I took, I think, the same class. If you took it at JC, I took the same class, but we started as far back as you could go, like in
Really?
BCs.
Nah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
but it
god.
was-
BC America?
Who gives a
Yeah,
shit about what happened back then?
You would do like almost 1,000 years in one day because there's so little that's known. So you just kind of like talk generally of what people's lives were like.
Yeah.
And that's about it. And then you'd move on to the next 1,000 years and how it changes slightly.
People
And then as you get closer and closer to modern day, you do it in smaller and smaller time chunks.
Got it.
And look, last people had
Yeah.
spears and lived in mud huts.
Goodbye.
They killed all the mammoths. Now they're all gone.
They did. I mean, you got to eat though, you know?
There's McDonald's.
Not back then.
How do you know?
There was no McDonald's back then. They were living in huts.
I mean,
using
McDonald's was in a
sticks.
hut.
Ancient
back then.
McDonald's.
Did you know that there?
Ancient.
Did you know that the humans and
Us?
the Neanderthals kind of collided
Yeah.
back in the day? I did not
Yeah,
know
they
that.
existed
Like
at the same
cars?
time.
Not like
Car collision?
not
Yeah,
cars.
it was a
like-
T-bone.
They got into a car
but
accident.
like I
They were
was
just walking along. And
I saw like something and it was saying like Neanderthals were like big and strong and they could actually take hit on animals, whereas
What?
humans had to. Yeah, I swear, they were big and strong and they had to take on animals, and the humans were like us basically, and they were
No.
not as strong, but they were smart, and they killed off all the Neanderthals.
It's
That was pretty crazy.
divergent evolution,
But you know, they also kind of coexisted, quote unquote.
They
you
made
know?
it right.
it's not like they
made
saw
it.
one and
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
I gotta kill this guy.
Like, look at the freak. Kill it.
You don't think they thought that?
No.
I mean,
I think they
you
did.
can check your DNA for how much Neanderthal you have in you. So I mean, clearly that means
True,
that they
true.
were, intimate.
I know, but they also didn't last very long too. There's no more.
Well,
You mean
I
full-blooded?
Full-bloods, purebred.
They became diluted.
Yeah, I think you're right. Do you think you can tell Just look at
God.
somebody like part
You're
Neanderthal.
getting really deep into like racism and
The villain.
I know.
I was gonna branch off into something else, but I totally forgot now.
I mean, we went off in such a random tangent.
You want to talk about history?
Yeah.
What did you ask? What did you say that started this?
Why doesn't Alex call Michael?
I don't know. Yeah, about the phones.
That's because you don't want that.
See how like
You don't want what
randomly-
just happened. Never text or call me
Because
I'll ask
you were
that.
talking about the new Mac, right?
Yeah,
And
how
then we
can
ended up getting
text
to
off the
Neanderthals
goddamn
and
computer.
or humans and Neanderthals
greatest
and each
podcast
other.
there is. All right.
Go.
In a similar realm, we'll move on. The Game Awards happened a couple days ago, and they announced the new Xbox One X Series SX, the
The
newest Xbox.
stupidest name I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So I'm not gonna lie. I know I texted in our little GM that we have immediately that
And
I hated the
Yeah.
design.
And I said it looked like cancer.
That it's grown on me a
Like
lot.
two cells dividing?
I'm starting to like it, and I also did a little maths to figure out about roughly its size and its dimensions. So it's going to be about 6 inches by 6 inches by about 12 inches.
Okay. So
So it's actually incredibly small. Like in the video, it looks massive. Like it looks huge, but it's actually really small.
is it as powerful as the Xbox One X?
It's far more powerful.
Really?
Far, far more
Why
powerful.
would- why would it be
It's
less
tiny, though,
powerful?
because it's so fucking
How are you going to
tiny.
sell that?
No, it's bigger than the One X.
Thick wise. It's a thick boy.
Yeah, but I mean,
6 inches.
in some dimensions it's smaller, but it's also just way taller.
But what about that name? The Series X?
Series X, I still think is stupid, but the point is why they did that is because there is going to be a second one that they're launching. That's the cheaper option.
Son of a bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's like they'll have the.
That
the-
means
the-
that thing's gonna cost like a lot of money.
So they can keep
My
adding
guess
some
it's
and
going to
in
be
that
about
series.
500 for the Series X, and then whatever they call the lower option. That's probably going to be 400 or 350.
The Series Y.
I'm gonna. I don't know.
Series Z.
Series
E. I would guess E, but I could be wrong.
And then PlayStation announced their PS. They didn't show anything, right?
Of course.
They just announced PS5 like right after.
course.
And they gave even less information because I mean,
It had to
obviously
be
they didn't show anything.
impromptu.
Like honestly, I'm sure they don't even have
No.
a final design yet. Or I know they have like their mostly finalized design for the controller, but like they didn't give anything as far as like the power of the console or anything that's really inside. When Xbox gave a decent bit more, but still not a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like about that controller is the D-pad.
What?
It went back
the
to
new one?
Yeah.
The,
Went back to the Xbox 360.
Oh,
one.
where it's like rounded.
Yeah.
the reason why they did that is for like fighting games.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because I mean, a lot of people like that play fighting games seriously. They like that.
You
like,
need that the corners.
diagonal option.
And
So,
the only way to have that is if you were to get like the Elite controller and swap out the
Yeah.
D-pad.
Yeah. Have you seen the Pro, the
But-
new one
Yeah, I
that our
have.
brother has? Good God, that D-pad's a
And that
monster.
costs how much?
I don't know,
It's 180.
a lot.
Yeah.
Oh well, no. The Series 2 is 180.
Yeah, that's what he has.
Oh, he does. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. So that's like 180.
But it feels good though.
Oh, it's
got some
amazing.
good weight to it. It's
I
like,
mean, I'm sure this new controller is going to feel even better than the Xbox One controller because I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, it's going to be the next step. So they're going to say like, oh, refine it even more, make it even more sturdy. I'm sure the D-pad's going to feel absolutely fine. Like, because I mean, I don't use the diagonal thing at all. So like, I mean, that bothers me a little bit. But like, I'm sure they know a lot of people don't use that, so
Yeah.
they're going to say like, hey, we need to make it so it's still like fine for somebody like me who doesn't play fighting games. Like. Perfectly fine for me to use.
yeah, I think it should be fine, but I don't know.
But I want to address something, though. There are so many news outlets that are taking quotes out of like context and just spreading false information.
Not the
But that's what they
news.
do,
Not
though.
the news.
Like
Yes.
what though? I haven't
so-
heard shit
so
about
annoying.
that. What have
So
you heard?
Phil Spencer,
What
the
do you-
head of Xbox,
what do you hate?
he was saying so it's going to be twice the graphical processing power as the Xbox One X, which is 6 teraflops. And so everybody was saying like, oh, it's twice, so it's 12 teraflops. So I've seen so many headlines saying like, oh, the Series X has 12 teraflops of GPU compute power. I'm like, no, that's not.
So wait. Then it's not twice. It's not twice.
Let me explain.
Go ahead.
So
What?
if you know anything about the
I do not.
machine itself,
Just
which
call
I
me
mean,
an idiot.
I know a lot of people don't. So
Just
like,
call me an idiot.
That's kind of why I'm getting it because if they ever do say the actual like teraflop power of the machine, it's not going to be 12.
Yeah.
And it's going to cause a lot of problems. People are saying, "Oh, you lied to us." It's like, no, the news outlets lied because they were spreading false information.
They
Like,
weren't. Yeah, I agree with you.
so the technology it makes. So if you were to take 1 teraflop from this new Xbox compared to a teraflop from the One X, the 1 teraflop from the new Xbox is going to be far better. It's going to perform about 25% faster. So it's equivalent to about 1.25 teraflops
Okay.
on the old Xbox. So it's probably going to be closer to like 10 teraflops. So when that number eventually comes out, I know there's going to be a huge outcry like, hey, you lied. It's going to be twice. And it will be. But I mean, just the number itself, like people just don't understand that 10 teraflops is about equivalent to the 12 if it was the old technology.
And you've seen a bunch of outlets already say this.
Yes,
and
I've seen so many. Because I was looking kind of specifically for that after I found the first one. I was like,
getting mad.
yeah, this. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh no,
Oh man.
why?
God damn, that's crazy.
I mean, I look for stuff like that. So I mean,
What won the game of the year for that?
Sekiro.
Sekiro.
What
Shadows
is-
die twice.
Isn't that
So
just
Dark Souls, but samurai.
really?
It's a Souls
Yeah.
game, yeah, same creator,
Mm.
but it's samurai era.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What won it the game before, or the year
God of
before?
War.
God of War.
God of
Yeah.
War.
Mm-hmm.
Does Sekiro have a story or no?
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there is, but
I
it's
just-
probably like Dark Souls, where it's like,
Yeah, but that doesn't have a story, really, does it?
yeah, it does, but like you have to read into a lot
Does
of it.
not,
Like,
like-
it's not obvious.
It's not as immersive as
Yeah.
you're thinking, like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
No. I'm just saying. Like,
It's not in your face. Like nothing is just directly explained to you. Like, oh, here's this guy.
Yeah.
He's the lord
It's
of
not
whatever.
It's not narrative driven.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just going.
It's
through
story in the background.
got it.
So if you care a lot about it, you can find out about the story, but it's not there for just a casual person just running right through.
Yeah.
it. Did you see the other nominees for it?
I know Smash was one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird, but
Then there was also Outer Worlds,
Mm-hmm.
Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, and Control.
did you think Sekiro should have won?
I did not.
What should have won?
I wasn't expecting them to win. I would say either Outer Worlds. I haven't beat Death Stranding yet, so I can't say
I
that.
thought Resident Evil would have won.
Have you
I was
beat
gonna say
Outer
Just
Worlds?
because of the
No.
nostalgic and it be coming back, and I've heard that's like the best one of that series. So
I know when
think
that came out,
would've-
so many people were saying like, "Oh, game of the year!" instantly. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was hearing too.
and like, I mean,
but-
from what I heard, like, it pretty deserving. Like, yeah, sounded
It
really
was
good.
Really good. And yes, I was expecting either Resident Evil 2 or Outer Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played Outer Worlds, but I knew that it was received very well and like everyone liked
I mean,
it.
I love that game. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
which game was it?
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet, but
I-
so
I
far
know you haven't.
So
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
I've liked it.
Can I just take it
Can
back
that be
about
added
20 minutes or so? He has no games he wants.
There's no games you want
No,
to play.
I'm not saying I don't want to. It's just I probably won't play it.
You started it.
I know what I have
You're
done.
not gonna finish it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that whole catalog list that he gave us, like about a year ago at around this time, he's like, "Yep, that's thrown out the window."
Yeah, I still remember it, but
Do you? I don't think you do.
I don't think
That's
I
a
do either.
really long list
Was The Witcher 3 like the finest piece of ass you've ever gotten? And you can't move
And then
on?
you decide,
I mean,
like, nah, I'm
the
done.
Witcher
I
3
retire.
is
The shittiest
The
game.
Witcher 3, in my opinion, is perfect. So I really haven't played a game that's matched.
I mean,
that
it's really
perfection.
only downhill from here.
Before that, wasn't it
Shouldn't play.
Skyrim?
Skyrim was
That game
and
is also
still
shitty.
is to me because I like Skyrim. The game is perfect,
Black
but
Ops
The
is
Witcher
better than
3
both those
and
games.
The Witcher 3 across the board, 10 out of 10.
Which the show is coming out in 6 days.
Yeah,
Is it?
I keep reminding you guys.
Don't
And
remind
the
me. I want
GM.
to. I want to be
Right.
humbly surprised.
that's actually really dumb of you to like want to be surprised because you can't go anywhere without seeing stuff for The Witcher.
I
December 20th.
I don't see it anywhere.
I don't think that's true. I mean,
How do you not see it
do
anywhere?
like don't you subscribe to like IGN stuff? They talk about
No.
that every day.
Don't you follow
Subscribe
Alex?
I follow Alex, but he doesn't post
He
shit.
keeps retweeting Netflix. What are you talking
Yeah, I know.
about?
But
Oh, if I just scroll past that, it's like, oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch any of the stuff on that because like I don't want to be spoiled.
yeah, I
want
want to be surprised.
you haven't finished Death Stranding, have you?
No,
Are you close or no?
I don't think so. I'm still on chapter 3, and apparently there's like 16 chapters.
But you like it though.
Yeah.
You know who else likes it?
Your brother,
No. Well, yeah, he does like
the
it.
devil.
J.J.
So you gotta
Abrams.
stop
J.J.
playing it.
Abrams.
Yeah. He's gone on saying he actually likes
Dude, did
Kojima and Death Stranding. And I don't know if you guys knew about this, but Bad Robot, his production company,
Dead?
is going into games.
Oh,
They're going into producing games now.
Well, after Lost, I don't trust him.
You don't trust him?
No,
can never
Not
trust
at
him
all.
now.
I never saw Lost.
That's
It's
a good thing.
fantastic until it got to the end, and then just
And it
completely took a nosedive into just dog shit.
I believe Andrew was saying something.
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
What were you
We
saying?
were talking about The Witcher, and he was trying to say something.
Oh, I was, sorry, I was hitting shit. I was saying that Black Ops is better than Skyrim and The Witcher combined. And then I was gonna say the devil likes Death Stranding. So I guess you support the devil.
Andrew's like you're like the
I'm
8-year-old
throwing
cousin.
in jabs while you guys bicker and agree.
Andrew's like Fortnite game of the year.
And then I was gonna say,
Oh.
did you catch J.J. Abrams live in Fortnite?
Yeah, I
today?
did.
Oh, it's
I did
amazing.
see that.
So before the
was
podcast, we
cringe.
come in here. I come in here, and Andrew's working hard on this study guide. And then, like, early this morning, this guy's on Fortnite.
Yeah, I saw
I was
that.
on for 30 minutes. I had to watch the newest clip for Star Wars live in Fortnite.
That's so stupid.
Stupid.
I agree. It is a stupid thing to do to actually
man
premiere
across
it
from me
on
watched it.
Fortnite. I know I watched it because it's Star Wars, but still, like, because on Fortnite, it's so cringe. It just makes me have tears.
Players come to the theater to watch a Star Wars clip. Please.
It was so.
Oh, yes. I love it so
It,
much.
it kind of made me mad because they had the Star Wars theme playing. They had Star Destroyers come in. The Millennium Falcon was flying all over the map, being chased by
I
TIE
loved it
fighters.
so much.
I was like, that is
I
so
loved
cool.
it even more.
But it's Fortnite.
Star Wars. I like Star
So
Wars.
all of-
stuff.
all of
and
your,
then seeing Alex have to watch it, like, it's just cool.
Imagine
It was cool, but at the same time, cringe as fuck.
Imagine like instead of the Fortnite avatars, you can see the actual people playing it. So it's like Andrew, like a grown man, and then all these little boys next to him, all watching the Star Wars
ass
event.
man, 5'8", 5'9" of him, and then there's like
And
little
then-
4-foot child.
Yeah, Fortnite.
And I think, correct me, is it a mode or they just give you lightsabers? to
I don't
play
know.
the game?
I haven't logged in since then.
Yeah, they like gave them like options to pick their lightsaber color, and then they had lightsabers.
They
and
gave
they
us
were fighting in the game.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
So cool.
Will I play it?
no. I won't play it. You won't play anything, though.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
That's true.
You sick fuck.
But I'm gonna watch The Witcher
Yeah.
when it comes
And
out.
then
Me
he's
too.
gonna play The Witcher 3 again.
I'm going to
Dude.
watch one episode and go memes.
You know why I'm so hyped for that? Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is genuinely like in love with making this show.
Oh, the show.
In love with making. He even picked out the horse
I mean,
that is playing Roach.
I'm not.
Oh,
gonna, that is
goody.
pretty cool.
That is
like
cool.
just how much the actor loves the material.
Yeah. It's
And
got me
that-
very
that's
excited.
pretty good.
Very
But-
excited.
The
Yeah.
closer that we get to it, the more it seems like
Disappointed you are already for the
No,
show.
it's like
No.
the more people are actually like wanting to watch it now.
Well, yeah, it's coming out. That's time to watch it.
No, I know, but still, I'm just glad people are starting to latch on more because it's not like a super well-known property.
people. Nah, it will be.
I mean, if you even think about the games, had you guys even heard of The
No.
Witcher
Nope.
before The
No.
I
Witcher
had
3?
never heard of The
I did
Witcher
not.
until Witcher
Yeah.
3.
I mean, I never even heard of it until the second one.
Yeah.
And like that's considered like early adoption. So like anybody who played the first one, they basically made the game.
Seriously.
So somebody who I feel is easily cooler than Henry Cavill, Keanu Reeves.
They're going to say Vin Diesel.
No.
Oh no.
Vin Diesel has a game coming out, Fast and Furious. All right,
That
we'll
is
move on.
shit.
Wait, that's all we're going to talk about?
Yeah,
Wait, I want to get in deep.
On Fast and
Tell
Furious.
us the lore, Andrew.
With lore, if you haven't watched any of the movies,
I have not, so explain it.
Vin Diesel is this man, this man who runs a garage. And what he does, he works on his garage during the day. It's pretty casual, but at night, Vin Diesel puts on the white tee, takes out the Mustang,
He's
and
the
goes
white
out.
Mike.
Oh! And then he races through the streets of Los Angeles.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And sometimes he gets into with bad people, and sometimes has to do crimes.
Yeah.
Now,
Crimes
is he a
that
superhero? This sounds like a superhero.
He becomes a superhero.
After many installments in the film franchise,
He gains superpowers.
Yes.
What are his powers?
Not yet. He hasn't been confirmed to have superpowers, but I am on the side that wants him to fly. I want them
You
to...
want him to fly.
We've seen him get damn near close.
But then why would he have a car if he could fly?
and be a transformer. I can't. Michael, take over.
He wants him to fly, but the game looks like garbage.
Oh, yeah. Back to the game. Back to the game.
I was actually cringing as he was delivering his lines as his in-game character, as Dom Toretto.
You were cringing?
I was cringing
I
hard
was
because it looks like shit.
my ass off.
It looked so terrible. I was like, they made this? Who the fuck?
Like, I mean, it looked like an Xbox 360 game.
Yes,
Yeah, it did.
Like, almost 10 years old.
I was like, oh god, what is this going to be, like a Need for Speed type of game? Like
That's
they
all
already,
it can be.
they already have Need for Speed out
They
there.
don't have Fast and Furious.
Who cares?
But just what if? It's just a total misdirection. It's basically Grand Theft Auto with Vin Diesel.
Oh, instead of CJ.
Oh, it'd be so great.
And I don't think they're actually okay. Despite how much money they make, even the biggest fan of these movies is not going to buy this game.
Michael?
No, I'm gonna take a pass on it.
Yeah, see,
Unless there's like some huge graphical upgrade. And yeah, no.
Oh, they
it's a no
pull
for
a
me, though.
reverse Ubisoft?
and it
Yeah.
seems
Looks like
like
shit
Make it
in
look
the-
better.
the Vin
Looked
Diesel,
amazing.
the Vin Diesel cringe is animated, is amplified even more in this game.
Cringe?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's cringy.
No, dude, he's the best.
He's cringy. There's an interview of him like being cringe.
Cringy. You want to talk about cringy? What about Dwanta?
No. How about this? There
oh
is
my god, that was funny, because did you see him on Jimmy Kimmel?
who?
Dwanta.
No, I did
Well,
not.
Dwanta, a.k.a. Dwayne The Rock, or a.k.a. Dwayne Johnson, goes on Jimmy Kimmel. He's promoting Jumanji, and he even says, they ask him a question about Christmas, and he brings it up. Dwayne Claus is coming. And you can tell people are like, what? What did he just say?
No, okay, but I have to
That
show
shit
you.
is so funny.
There's a video of Vin Diesel in Brazil, and he's promoting that one movie that he was in, The Last Witch Hunter. And he's talking to this lady, and she's pretty, but he's talking to her, answering her question. He's like, God, you're beautiful. Mid-interview.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, Vin, please pull it together. Like, I understand you're a celebrity, and you can pretty much say whatever you want, but let the lady do her job and ask you without breaking to saying, God, you're so beautiful. I swear to God, I'll have to show you guys this off air, but it's cringe.
Now, are you
terrible.
trying to say that your drunk ass would not say the same thing?
No, I would
You're
not.
beautiful. That's
I
Alex.
think you would.
I
Like,
wouldn't
If you had a
like
couple
cheese
beers
pizza.
in you.
But I wouldn't be drunk if I'm doing my job, which is promoting the movie.
Okay.
You got to do the best you can. You got to give them the good quotes,
Oh.
and especially
That
with the
would
movie,
be
24/7.
especially with the movie like The Last Witch Hunter.
24/7. So that means you, for the whole duration of the film, you would never drink, even
No,
after.
no. I said if when I'm working, which would be the press. That's
But
considered
like
work.
sometimes you're like these celebrities are approached when they're not expecting it, like they're coming out from dinner or something like
And
that.
I guess, but then you just don't answer that because you're not getting paid for that. That's
I think
paparazzi.
That's pretty evil.
That's paparazzi. You just gotta avoid
Alex hates his fans.
that. No. That's
So if you met an oof fan right now as you're leaving to go to dinner, you'd be sorry, no questions.
Yeah,
well,
sorry.
no.
Unless it was a pretty lady.
I think I would because I don't have a huge fan base right now, so I would do that. But if I'm like Vin or Dwayne Claus, I'm gonna be like, nah, sorry guys, I'll sign you something, maybe take a few pics, but that's it. I got stuff to do. TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, my.
Speaking of TikTok,
Wait, we haven't talked about Keanu Reeves.
But
Yeah.
he brought up Keanu Reeves, so just remember your point.
all right,
Yeah.
I'll put the
Write
pin
it
in
down.
That. Put a pin in that.
The Matrix 4 and John Wick 4
Canceled.
are coming out the same goddamn day.
Well, as of now, yes, they are.
Yeah.
I'm
Unless
just
one of
gonna
them
watch them
gives
back to back.
Yeah, I will too.
That might be the first day that I watch a movie come out of the theater and then wait for the next
haven't
movie
done
to
that?
start.
Which
No.
one? Which one are you? Which one are you gonna watch first, though?
Matrix.
Matrix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matrix.
Because I think Matrix honestly is gonna suck.
Uh,
John Wick
probably.
4. John Wick 4. I don't think so.
Not gonna suck.
John Wick 4 is on such a.
I mean, all
good
three
train.
are just such great movies. Like they just set the bar.
Again.
Yeah.
They keep setting the bar on those movies. It's crazy.
every
And
time
that's
they
why
announce another one, like,
I do.
I
But I
guess.
think the one to budge first would be Matrix, just because.
I mean, that already budged. The third movie kind of sucked.
No, but budge like move dates,
Okay, I get it.
because I think John Wick is just hotter right now. People like John Wick
Yeah.
more. But they know John Wick. Not everybody knows the Matrix.
But reboots are kind of the thing.
Well, doesn't that just cover all the
True.
genres for everyone? So it's like, well, if I'm not gonna watch John Wick, I might as well
But
watch
I
The
think
Matrix.
Keanu Reeves is his own genre.
Are they different
Yeah.
studios though?
But
I feel like
I don't
you would
think they
know.
are.
I don't know.
You'd
I'm
be
not
the
sure.
one to know.
I'm not sure who's making Matrix. I know.
Mhm.
I'm not sure who makes John Wick either. So I have no idea.
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate?
I think so.
I don't think Matrix is made by Lionsgate.
Part of Fortnite.
By the way.
It was in Fortnite before.
Shut up with Fortnite,
Yeah.
dude. God damn. What were you saying?
I'm gonna watch both for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me
same
too.
Day.
Mm-hmm.
If they
I need
stay.
to. We need to watch Matrix.
I do, because I haven't seen Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warner Bros.
Warner
They make
Bros.
the
makes Matrix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Interesting.
More better late than never. Anyways,
Well, all right. So what were you gonna say before?
I hate TikTok.
You hate TikTok.
I hate everything about TikTok.
I mean,
you finally caught on.
I
No,
thought.
well, I
haven't we
finally
talked about
seen
this?
a TikTok. No, okay, because
Ugh. I've
I-
seen
What
many.
happened? What pushed you off the boat?
TikTok boys.
Boys.
Whoa.
Oh, like-
okay.
like-
Alex, wait,
So the male gender.
wait.
Boys.
Overage boys.
I don't know.
Of age.
They're
Like-
just on TikTok.
Like e-boys.
No, there's
E-boys.
there's this YouTuber
E-fuck
that I
boys?
follow. His name is
Mhm.
Leon Lush. He's kind of like an iDubbbz type. He watches stuff and reacts to it, and
Hall of Famer.
he's
First
showing
ballot.
like his wife TikTok cringe,
Uh-huh.
and it's like these guys who like act depressed and put a song behind it and are
Oh.
acting like out there depressing stuff,
Uh-huh.
and they make it so cringy.
Mhm.
They always have the same haircut, super short on the sides, long on the top,
Mhm.
and then they just like
Yeah.
bring it down their forehead and then over their
Spider-Man
eyes,
3.
like, but not as cool as that. and then it's like, this is stupid, and they get like a ton of views on that shit.
Mhm.
That shit is just like, oh god, I don't understand how, why, you know?
Yeah.
I feel you.
Have you seen that shit before?
Not that.
Not
I've
that.
seen other shit, but not that.
No, I'm sure you've seen some bad shit.
Yep.
Have you ever seen?
I've seen
those
stuff
kind of
like that.
TikToks?
Uh-huh.
They don't piss you off.
Well, I mean,
Do you not feel enraged and you have to go punch something?
I mean, just look at it. And it's
from
like,
the
it's so
pictures that I
stupid.
post of myself, I don't have room to judge.
Oh, that
I
is
feel
true.
like-
That is true.
Michael posts
I have a lot of
shirtless
wiggle
pics
room.
and-
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I haven't done it in a
An
while.
Undiscovered model.
you
with
could
puppies.
be
Yeah.
a TikTok boy.
Yeah. I'd have to.
Yeah, just take one of your selfies, just put some inspirational music behind it, or a set. I mean, it really could go in any direction.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff that the guys do. Like they'll make sure they're clean shaven so they can have their jaws like sticking out, and then they try to
Fucking- it's like their
highlight it
jaws
the
are
most.
chiseled.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
it's all about lighting.
That
Come on,
too.
You should know this.
That too. Yeah.
You're a film
Get
editor.
some makeup, just put some highlight on it so it looks even more pronounced.
Mhm. You could do it.
Yeah,
No,
I-
You just got a haircut.
yeah.
But it's not like I
But
can't
he has
do
to
that
shave,
shit.
too.
I have
Grow
to
it
shave
out.
too. Nah, I'm not gonna shave. I wouldn't grow it that much. I'm not that person.
Do you want 1 million views or not?
No, not doing that.
Huh?
Hell no. I would
Well,
not do
what
that.
you're doing so far is not working.
Oh my god.
I am
to
not
sell
going to
your
stoop
soul.
to a TikTok boy. Now, I respect that you're making your money the way you want.
Respect
That's
the
fine.
hustle.
Respect
I
the
just
hustle.
can't.
They're chasing the
I
bag.
can't see myself becoming a TikTok boy. I
All
just
right.
can't do it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Respect.
yeah.
Yeah,
You have your
wait 12
pride.
months, we'll see.
God.
In 12 months, I'll be a TikTok boy. Just watch. Gotta be.
You can do it.
terrible. I don't want to do it. I don't think I can do it.
I think you can.
No. You can.
But what would his handle be? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
TikTok handle. What would I'm guessing Golden Knight.
Whoa,
Golden
no,
Owl.
No.
Golden
no,
Owl.
no,
Nah,
no, no.
you gotta slut that up.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude. No.
Slut it up.
Slut it up. What the hell?
What?
Sex
You're gonna be a
sells, Alex.
TikTok boy?
All right, I think it's time to
TikTok
talk
boys.
about the new Mandalorian episode.
Came
out yesterday.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, we
were
went
talking
over
about
this.
it.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
how about this?
I need to triple check that people
Let's-
have seen stuff
let's
before I spoil
really-
it.
I
Thank you.
saw it.
Thank you.
Let's actually talk about it. We'll just put a spoiler warning right here.
Well,
All right.
should we save it for the very last topic? If this isn't the last
Let's
topic
just say
already?
we'll carry this to the end of the episode.
So
All
right now,
right.
this is our last topic.
Yes.
then. Okay.
Well, I want to bring up one more.
Okay.
All right,
Andrew,
bring
go
it up
ahead.
now.
All right.
Go ahead.
Anyways, Alex, I have a question. I have a question.
Yes, please.
From a week from today, you would have seen the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
All right. I am having a
Really?
goddamn hoot with all of the news coverage of it because now
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're
everyone
talking about.
is now coming out and like, yeah, the Last Jedi was kind of ass. I'm paraphrasing, but it's in the realm of like everyone, even
Like
JJ himself.
actors
Yeah, some of the actors are
director.
coming out like, yeah, didn't really like it. That made my day.
Wait, The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker?
So like John
Last Jedi.
Boyega, J.J. Abrams.
Oh yeah.
I
Came-
think
yeah.
did Daisy Ridley come out too, saying like she
I don't
wasn't like
know.
super on board.
I
with
do
a
know
lot
what
of
you're
it.
talking about, and talk about a PR disaster
Not just that. Whoa, for Disney.
for Disney.
Not for them.
Well, not for them, but for Disney. This is an absolute disaster.
Well, I mean, there's no way to cover it up. They're not. Well, what was it? It was Oscar Isaac or John Boyega said they're not gonna do Star Wars again.
Yeah,
at least of
that's what
their
they're
old
saying right
characters.
now,
Well, I'm
but-
saying like they've or at least John Boyega is saying
I
like
mean, they're saying they're not going to do the shows, but they might come back for movies. But they're
well,
not
you know how
gonna-
they're like done with making this movie.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
literally over. Like they have one more week.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you they're just coming out like, fuck it, it's over.
I think
I'm
so.
just gonna say
like
whatever.
it's
now.
already filmed. They're not
Yeah.
going to
I
cut me
think
out.
I think what's happening is that the press keeps asking them. So how is this gonna fold after what happened in The Last Jedi? And I think what's happening is like, yeah, this is a basically continuation from 7. Last Jedi was iffy, kind of disrespected my character. That's at least what I got out of John Boyega's thing, because Last Jedi kind of made him look like a fool, to be honest. And you could tell he didn't really like that either.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, it was iffy to me. I know me and Mark Hamill had some conversations. By the way, Mark Hamill hated that movie.
I know, I loved it. And
If
then
you've seen him in
it
the
was the
press-
scariest thing ever when he flipped all of a sudden.
Dude, he flipped, and I was like, what the fuck,
You could tell
dude?
they got to him.
Yeah.
It got
Disney
to
had
him.
his family.
Dude, it got to him big time. He was so mad about what happened. I mean, to a degree, I am mad that he did die. I didn't think he had to die, but he's dead.
I mean, I
Spoiler.
think even in JJ's, like if he did all 3, he would have died at some point, but it probably would have been this movie.
I think
the 9th. Movie.
he actually said like, "What surprised you most?" And he said, "Phasma dying was like kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like she hadn't even done anything. Why did she have to die?"
And she was played off to be like, oh, she's going to be like a main character.
You could tell JJ had something to do with it. He could have easily done more, but
Yeah.
Ryan was like, "Oh, fuck it. I don't think he had anything, so I won't do anything. I'll just kill her off."
Yeah, like when all these stories come out though, like I mean, I can only really relate it to like sports and stuff because that's the only other thing I've heard this happening. And it's like usually when all these stories come out, it's like these are people that were not happy this whole time. Like they were disgruntled employees this whole time, and now they're like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Like I have no respect for like this company or whoever like these people were. Like I'm just gonna say like this sucked. Like
Yeah.
I was not happy doing this, and like I think that's partially why like yeah I'm not gonna come back for like a TV show because like they probably hated the conditions. They're like
Probably.
like this was terrible working for them.
I mean, John Boyega couldn't even take his script home to rehearse.
And then when he did, he lost it.
He lost it, yeah. But I think like it all kind of just you're right, it all is coming out because
It's over.
they're basically done with the contract.
Yeah.
So they're free to say whatever they want. I just didn't think it'd be like this
This soon?
soon, especially close as it is
Yeah.
to the movie. The movie's not even out yet, and this is swirling around everywhere. It's like, whoa,
This
crazy.
isn't necessarily like negative stuff about
The new
Jedi.
one.
Was that,
It's not. No,
that's
it's
the
not
name.
about the new one. If anything, like
Or not the fuck. What is
Rise
it?
of Skywalker.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, my
if
bad.
anything, like I guess more fans are kind of understanding them more, and they might actually want to see this one more because the cast is actually coming out and saying, "Yeah, didn't really like it, even though it made
Like we
Last
understand
one.
you didn't like 8. We didn't either.
yeah." And C9, if it can possibly save it, which it probably can, but it also probably really can't.
No.
But I don't know. If I do walk out unhappy about it, I will let you all know on this.
You'll probably let us all know on Twitter.
I'll let you know
don't
on Twitter.
spoil it. Though,
I won't
'cause
spoil it.
I'm not planning on seeing it for a little while.
Why?
Probably at least a week because I don't care.
That's so
That's
okay.
funny.
All right.
wait, but when we come back next week, are you fine with him spoiling it
Like
On
so,
the podcast.
here on the podcast?
so I mean, okay.
or no.
I'm,
tell
I can
me.
leave.
Because Andrew might see it on that Saturday. He might before we record.
I mean, are you gonna see it, Michael? By then, Because if not, like, we could just pause it real quick. I'll leave,
Yeah.
and then you guys can just pick it back up, record the spoilers. Or
Yeah, because I
whatever.
don't want to. If you actually want to see it, I want to talk about it.
I mean, like, I'm gonna see it. It's just I'd rather it not be spoiled.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, I'll probably leave during that time
Okay.
too.
Oh, it's just me. I'm the lone warrior.
If you even see it, it might just be Alex.
No, if I don't see it, I'll still watch. I'll be here.
You'll
for it.
still be here
Yeah,
and
fuck
just hear
that
all the
movie.
spoilers.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he said.
Even if I end up seeing it and liking it, fuck it. As of right now, fuck that movie.
Yeah, Andrew's going in. It's already a 0 in his book.
Wait, can I ask you one thing?
Ask me.
What?
Lay it on me. Hit me.
So you walked out of the theater for 8.
I almost
hating
left.
it, right?
I almost left.
When did you almost leave?
Oh, spoiler
Leia.
warning. Yeah,
What?
when Leia. That was the dumbest
That
shit.
was-
Oh,
it was
my
Leia,
life.
right?
That
Yeah,
was awful.
it was the worst.
Yeah, I can't defend
It
that.
was.
I really.
It was
can't.
like Ryan Johnson came out of the screen like in Spy Kids 3D and slapped me. Fuck
You.
it's like, hey, like that.
Get out of here, nerd.
I agree. That was it takes you out.
That was almost the worst scene that
I
I've
need-
ever seen in any movie.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
still to this day that is.
I've seen The Room.
That's the worst scene in all of Star Wars. There's nothing that's beaten that yet.
I honestly was trembling of how angry I was.
Yeah.
I was literally like, oh, I couldn't sit still.
I mean,
Like, I was
to
mad.
clarify, this scene is
So-
when she was in space.
Yes.
She woke up after she should have been dead.
Yeah.
She used her force powers to suck herself back in, also while not exploding in outer space, and then just come back.
Where was at that point? Was Rey not there? She was on the planet. Huh?
She was with Luke. Yeah.
Damn.
She's not there for almost the entire movie.
I was gonna say it would have been cooler if Rey was there and she pulled Leia back
I mean,
in.
I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't fine with that. But the way they did it
It's
was
just like, hey, look, out of
Awful.
nowhere, Leia has powers. It looks terrible.
Yeah, even the way it was shot and looked, she's just like the way she's
like
flying,
the
it looks
lighting
bad.
too. Like it was supposed to be like, oh, she's an angel. Like
And
the fuck?
and I agree with you because it comes out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing that hints at this has happened.
and it literally if it didn't happen, if that part didn't happen, like her what was it? I think some other
And-
person blows
yeah.
up the ship and she's in that area and then she flies out and dies.
And-
if it was left like that, it would have been good.
Yeah,
Let's say if they do keep the premise of her using the Force, just tone it back a lot. Like maybe something falls on her or something. She uses the Force to like lift it up and get out, right?
And-
but
or
not
even just,
flying
like-
back into the ship.
You could just hint that
space.
she used the force to help herself get
Yeah.
up or
Hint-
like get it off,
Yeah.
but like also have people there. So it's kind of like, oh, did she use the force? Like,
Yeah, like hint it because she's not training as a Jedi. She's like a senator or a general or something. She doesn't do that.
yeah,
So
I
when
don't
it
know how
comes
that
out,
happened.
so when it happens, you're like, how? No, she shouldn't be able to do that.
they went from like
And-
the Force is this divine power, and then now
That
it's
you
like, oh,
train to
everyone's
use.
like got it
'Cause
a little bit of it.
there is evidence that she does have the Force because
Him
before
and, her and Luke
her and
talk
Luke
to each
are-
other.
they're the same, yeah.
In episode 5.
and George Lucas had written before he sold it, like in 9 or 8, he was going to like begin to train Leia because she does have the Force. So I get it, she has the Force, but the way they did it
Was
doesn't make any
terrible.
sense. It's terrible.
It was so bad.
I mean, it's it's undefendable.
it was worse.
It's
It was
undefendable.
worse because as I'm, trembling in my seat, the crowd goes wild and cheers as I'm watching it, and that even made me more mad.
Yeah. I remember that. And
It was the hardest moment of my life.
and from that you were turned off.
I was already starting not to like it before that, but that was like, oh, this is a bad. This is like, oh, okay, this is a bad movie. Like, it won't be redeemable.
nothing-
Whatever comes after won't be able to redeem
Nothing after that saved it for you.
No, none of it.
Okay.
I didn't like
gotcha.
any of it after that.
Gotcha. I think the movie has some good scenes in it. Overall, it kind of is a missed opportunity to learn more about the characters, especially like Poe or Finn. Like, who are these guys? Who's Rey? Who is she?
Yeah, who the hell is she?
Wait, they figured that out in
What
that
has
one
she
though.
done?
She's nobody.
Yeah, she's no one.
But I don't
With
understand.
JJ already came out saying like, hey, yeah,
No,
I
she
don't.
is someone.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's somebody that
was funny.
wasn't my plot point.
But you know what I'll
reverse.
say about that in the first one? Why is it even a mystery in the beginning?
I don't know.
Why?
Well, once you find out in this one,
Yeah, I mean,
the
it's
nine-
probably gonna be something big, but
yeah, but it,
Oh, just for you guys to know, I've seen spoilers.
oh yeah, I saw the whole script leak, Anyways,
So did our brother.
saw
But
it?
Alex says it was fake.
No,
I mean, I
it's
didn't.
gotta be fake.
I didn't actually like go through it. I just saw like the headline, like, "Hey, it already leaked." Like the whole plot of everything. I was like, "Wow, that kind of sucks for
See,
them."
I
but
did see
I'm
that,
not gonna
but then I've
go through
seen
it.
other headlines saying leaks change. It's like, no.
I saw I saw like a picture that was all typed up, and I read the first sentence like, oh, and but I screenshotted it because I want to see how true it is
for later after.
for later. But there is one detail that if it's true,
Michael's
boy.
already guessed it.
And if it's not, okay.
I'm worried that because right now her character, she's a strong character and she's a strong female character at that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they reveal that she's related to like this person or she's only strong because of this person, they're gonna freak out because now the power is not hers.
Well, it feels
It's
like she
only the
has to.
result
That has
of
to be
something else.
It feels like that has to go that way because why the
Rise
fuck is
of
she so
Skywalker?
strong, though? Why?
I don't know.
It's like no one's just that.
Anakin was born out of the Force itself. The midichlorians just spawned him.
I know, but still, it's like you weren't. Unless you're like the second coming of Anakin, then I guess. But I don't.
Oh, my god! What if she is? Oh my god! What if Anakin comes back?
Dude, Anakin needs to be in this
Christian,
movie.
what's his name? Hayden Christensen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
There's so many things that would save all these movies that
Would
I have
would-
stored in my head. Like,
would-
oh, that happened. Oh.
Would Anakin coming back save it?
In any of them, a little bit. I don't know if saving the movie, but that'd be a huge, big like plus.
I feel like he needs to because these movies they don't go back in the past and like explain like why this stuff is happening. It's like relying on all new stuff that we're supposed to know.
New bad stuff.
Yeah, like what?
Basically all of 8. All of like the new stuff they added in 8 is pretty trash.
Yeah,
And then in 7, the only thing that's bad that they added in 7 was probably like why Rey is so fucking strong and good at everything.
well they keep hinting at it in 7,
Yeah, I know.
and
But,
then 8 kind of just
and
throws it out of the thing.
which is so fucking weird. Like, because I always think about that, like, because I like to think about it in Ryan Johnson's perspective of actually sitting there, knowing what JJ has done, and then like, nope. That is literally
And then, did you hear?
direct, literally, no.
Did you hear what?
You're no one.
Did you hear what JJ said even about that though?
No.
About the like, he thought it was like super like meta just to
Oh, just completely say no. It's
yeah,
you're no
it's,
one.
it's like, but there's no reason to say no. You're just saying no. You're just subverting the expectations for no real reason. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's what 8 kind of feels like in a way.
Or it just feels like a slap to JJ. I don't know. It was fucking. That whole movie's just weird because it goes against everything he's done, almost like as a jab to him. It's just like, what? What are you doing?
That's why I think it's impossible to type this thing because they're adding also too many characters in it. Like you're not supposed to like develop the Knights of Ren in this movie too.
In one
How?
movie.
Introduce them. Also resolve that.
Yeah, resolve that
yeah,
too.
aren't they?
It's like,
They're bad. They have to die then, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or they turn. It could be a redemption thing.
That's like the one thing
Even then, that's
really
way
make me
too much
mad.
for one movie.
Is there
if
any
he
possibility that the dark side wins?
I can
In
see
a
that.
Disney movie, no.
No, in a Disney movie, no, my bad.
Do you think that would be received well?
No.
Maybe in the other one, in 8.
Maybe, yeah.
Like in one that not the finale,
but
to
not like
the,
in an
the
end
big
cap.
old saga. That's fine. Like if they do it in episode 8, like that's fine because they still have episode 9 to be like, oh wait, we came back, and we really won. The good people won.
Yeah.
But in episode 9, no way.
If it's a single trilogy, I don't think that doesn't happen in any trilogy really. It just doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
The
Like,
second
hey,
one is supposed to be.
The 3 movies you watched, you lost. The side you're rooting for, they lost.
The
Sorry.
reason it worked in episode 3 was because he designed that in a 6-movie thing.
But even if is there another trilogy coming?
Yeah,
I mean, there are, but not directly.
hasn't been canceled yet.
But like they're not directly like following like this,
Okay.
like the same.
'Cause I was gonna
plot
say
point.
even if it was like a big lead up to the next trilogy that comes out, however many years in the future.
I hope they don't do that.
what?
Lead-
Oh, like do another trilogy.
Cliffhanger.
like cliffhanger it. No.
So
the
like
next trilogy.
episode 10, 11, 12. No, they've already said
They
they're
won't do
not
that.
doing that. Like this is
Yeah.
supposed to be the end of like this whole like
Story.
this giant plot point that spanned 9 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is supposed to be it, and they're taking a break from the movies too. Like they've even said it. Nah, we went about this all wrong with all these movies.
With a movie every year.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, they just thought they could do Marvel. Marvel puts out like 2 or 3 a year. People still go see them. They can't do that with Star Wars.
No.
It's just different.
So anyway,
Mandalorian.
the new Mandalorian
Spoilers
episode.
now, so if you haven't watched it,
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.
Have a good
Thanks
day.
for listening.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I thought the episode was great, except for some of the supporting cast.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wait, please elaborate. Why? Because
The
I have a reason for that too.
the blue lady with
Yeah.
the thing. Her whole
Twi'lek?
character was
That-
weird.
She was awful.
The whole like
Yeah.
hissing and shit.
Mhm.
What's his name? Something Burr. Who's
Bill
that?
Burr?
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr?
I thought he was okay.
But like some of his acting was not great.
Okay, but the show hasn't really been about the acting lately.
But like that's kind of been some of the strong points. Is like, oh, a lot of these like really great actors just doing a one-off character for an episode, like they do it really well.
yeah, but
And,
he's
but
not
like this one was the first one where it's like, oh, these like new people that they just introduced for one episode, like they weren't great. They were
But
kind of terrible.
Spoiler alert: they're not dead.
No, but I mean, I don't want them to come back though.
I want Bill Burr to come back. I thought he was pretty good.
Also, the actor from the previous episode, the other bounty hunter, some of his delivery was not great. But anyways, back to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like other than that, I thought like the action
Yeah.
was really cool.
Really, yeah. This is the best action they've
choreography
had.
in that. What else happened?
He's a terrible parent
Yeah, just locking Baby Yoda
Baby
in a
Yoda.
closet.
in the room the whole
Baby-
time.
Baby Yoda took a tumble. And that was so bad.
That was funny.
My heart like stopped. I'm like, oh.
It's like
He like falls on his face. Boom.
He falls on his face and poof, rolls around on
Yep.
the. I was like, oh god.
I for a split second I thought he burst the hole in that robot's
I did
chest.
too. And then we looked at his head, it's like, what the hell?
It's like, did I just do that? And then Mando's like, nope, I got him, kid.
Yeah.
But no, overall, I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah.
It was
Mhm.
really good.
So what were you gonna say, Andrew? About the
Oh well, there's this new thing, or there's this idea going around how like the Mandalorian, the whole show is just about the Mandalorian, and like everyone else is just one off. So it's like there's no story.
Mhm.
Like what is there? And then there's already starting to think about, well, since the show's already going to end and there's no plot
There's
besides
2
saving
episodes?
that kid
2 left.
from whoever comes every episode. What's there to bring him back for season 2?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of going around, which is
Ooh.
interesting
Yeah, I
because
mean-
I feel the same way. It's like, all right, what then?
Kind of like, a lot like last episode, how I was
Yeah.
saying like nothing really happened. At least he got money this time, so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
got something. But what does that do? Why does he even need like what is his goal?
Yeah.
I think
Get
that's
cooler armor.
that is cool, but I think like if people are looking for an overarching story,
they're
gonna.
I mean, there
drop
is
off.
one, but like they're not addressing it at all.
at all, yeah.
Who-
They're not even hinting at
There
it.
was like some person who just walked up to the, like they didn't show the person right in the end of the last episode.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've completely forgot about that because that dropped completely.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even know about that one chick who he killed either. The sniper.
His bounty. Mhm.
Yeah, we don't even know. Like, why is that mysterious person
Like,
looking for
after
her
her?
body?
Well, I know she said she was meeting with somebody,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so I'm assuming that was
Mm-hmm.
who it was. I don't remember who it was or if it's even supposed to be someone important.
See, I don't remember that stuff because it all just glosses over. You don't really.
Yeah.
There's nothing to like grasp on for the whole season. I mean,
Mhm.
so you like that? What you were hearing about the Mandalorian? How it's just
My
Adventures, missions?
Like probably
So
for like
far,
season 1.
I probably would watch the second season, but I can see why a lot of people, if it continues like
Have,
this,
like,
are
fallen
gonna
off.
drop off after
Yeah.
it. Like if it stays like this, I can see a lot of people not watching the next one.
yeah.
And like overall, it's not gonna be looked on. Like it's gonna be looked on as a good show, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And that I think it's great, but honestly, if they don't lead up to anything, it's like it's just good.
Well, it
Like,
does-
It's nothing. It's just entertainment.
Yeah. And
Short.
what they were saying, they're making it like an old western, which I feel like is kind of like is what we're getting.
Yep.
Right? We're not getting like some overarching arc, really. I mean, it's there, but you don't know about it. You kind of forget about it too. It's like, oh yeah, he's got Baby Yoda still, and no one's really coming after him.
So they had the whole show done by the time they released episode 1, right? Like,
Yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say like
If they're like adjusting,
yeah, because like it seemed like Baby Yoda, like he just like took off, and I couldn't tell if they were like going to that
I
more.
think with just how much the actors on set fell in love with Baby Yoda, they like knew
They
they're like,
know.
all right, like we have something. Like
Mhm.
he's just straight up a puppet to the actors. Like they see like he's just piece of plastic and they love him. So
Mm-hmm.
like the people on TV, they're like, okay, obviously they're gonna love it even more. So more Yoda, more Yoda.
Such a smart move making him a
Yeah.
puppet and not CG.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
But have you seen the way he walks in CG?
It's so great.
so
Oh, wait.
goddamn cute.
Yeah, in CG.
Because he doesn't walk when he's a puppy. He's just there.
Oh,
When he's CG'd.
I love his waddle.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
widest steps ever.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's pretty cute though.
He is.
But you know.
Wait, who? I was listening to your guys' podcast when I was gone. Someone hated Baby Yoda, and someone loved him.
Alex said he didn't because
I think they're
I think
relying
it's
too
too
much on
cute.
him. They're just
Mm-hmm.
he's too cute, and it kind of takes you out of the show. Kind of me at least.
I
It's like,
love him.
I
so.
know, I know he's cute, but it feels like whenever they show him, the show mood just goes into cute mode.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, we've been.
There
here
was
before.
another podcast I listened to that was pointing out some things about the show that I want to ask you guys too. So, like, the whole
lay it on me.
his whole rule of the ladies, like, oh, you've never taken your helmet off for anyone,
Yeah,
and then like right after he's in that big ass window, he
Yeah.
takes off his helmet
yeah.
right there, like anyone could easily been like, oh.
They just
There's
had to
his face.
turn their head
Yeah.
to see him.
And then with Baby Yoda, like, he didn't learn the first time not to leave him alone. Like, he keeps trusting that he's just gonna stay.
I think I saw a video saying, titled, "Is the Mandalorian an idiot?" I was like,
He's like,
That's
you
funny as
stay here.
I
He
don't-
walks out.
I don't know
Oh,
if
there
I
he is.
necessarily agree with that, especially this last episode.
Which one?
This one that just came
he's
out.
an idiot.
That he's not. I mean, he is, but he also outsmarted all those people.
Yeah,
So
but with the kid, he's an
up
idiot.
until then, he's been an idiot.
Yeah.
He's also had to been bailed out by legit everybody he's met. So I get that how that's also makes you vulnerable and doesn't make you so invincible, but now you're just coming off as an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, dude, no, it's entertaining, but it's like you think about it, it's like this guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
He needs help all the time.
Mhm.
I mean, I think locking the child in a closet for, I mean, he was probably hoping for the entire episode. Like, that seems like you shouldn't do that. I mean, I don't have a child, so I don't know. But I
You
mean,
know what I also kind of think was a bit of a missed opportunity is to keep those other bounty hunters in the show. Then you can really dive into what he's all about and where he came from. Because other than those flashbacks and a couple of mentions of, yeah, I hate droids, what is it about this guy? I mean, and you go to your point about him taking off the helmet, that kind of humanizes him a bit, but not enough to me. Just, I don't know. And Pedro Pascal's not even in the suit.
are you sure? Like, you
Are you
actually know
sure?
that now?
For Bryce Dallas Howard's episode, the fourth one, when he's in the
Okay.
village, wasn't on set.
So he just dubbed.
He just dubbed.
Okay.
Wow. Talking about an easy gig.
That's what the article said. He's like, yeah, he
I
wasn't.
mean, I'm
over there.
sure he also has like the stunt double guy.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's been in
Yeah.
the suit a few times, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, we don't even know the big bad guy. Who's the big bad guy? They marketed him as Giancarlo Esposito. Andrew knows.
Yeah.
Gus from Breaking Bad.
I know him
He's
from a
supposed
few other shows too.
Yeah, he's
And
supposed to be
he's
in
a
the show.
really good actor.
He is.
And he's pretty well known.
If he's in one episode, the last one, and then that's it. He's
Will
dead.
you write?
I'm certain he'll
I
be in the
don't-
next one.
Yeah. You think so?
I'm certain.
I thought he was going to be in this one. 6.
That's true. I honestly thought he was going to be in this one.
I really-
wasn't certain though. I was just pretty sure.
I really thought he was going to be in this one. I was like, oh, okay, but he wasn't. Oh well.
Yeah. If he's supposed to be this like the main character bad guy, like he needs to be in more than one episode.
Yeah. Overall, I like the show, but it is again like one-off episodes and stuff. I really hope they don't do that with the Obi-Wan series.
I know, right?
I really hope they don't do that.
I don't think they will.
I don't think so either.
No.
That has to be like one actual story because I'm pretty sure it's only 6 episodes.
But we're also gonna know that like Obi-Wan's not gonna die. Like,
Well, do
because
we
we know
it's
when
set?
he dies.
What
He's
if
not
he's a
gonna die.
ghost?
Just do ghost adventures the whole time because Mando could die. You know.
That's how I felt about in Clone Wars, the cartoon. But they added so many side characters, and then there's episodes where there's only side characters, and those are the best because
They could all die.
Yeah.
Doesn't it kind of feel like Clone Wars this show a bit?
This one,
Like a little bit. Some
Yeah.
episodes kind of do for me,
yeah,
which isn't bad, but I kind of expect a little bit higher bar with live action.
Mm-hmm.
But well, though.
Star Wars. It's ran by Disney, so
We all good? You satisfied with that review?
Review of what?
Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah. God, sorry.
You don't even listen.
sorry.
sometimes, you know?
Good
Yeah.
episode. Good episode.
Good.
Not my favorite, but good episode.
Mm.
Anything else?
No.
Andrew?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Good, bro.
Send it.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. You know where to find us on all of our websites. We'll see you next week.